And, being in LA, you would work with a lot of celebrities, which would keep you on your toes. I mean, what kind
Again,
of...
a subject we could talk about for hours.
I think that's a whole other podcast, but I'm sure you've got some funny stories to tell from that realm as well.
Yeah, through the years, I work in expensive rehab. I've met a lot of them. I guess what I have said and what I will say that's very humbling is that we all suffer the same.
Yep. And that's
No,
where our unity is in our struggle, isn't it? It's not about the fame, the fortune. We all are exactly the same.
it's unbelievable.
Mm.
And I'm working with a lot of businessmen, very rich men now, and all of the, the fame and all that fortune, but staying in your head and being so rational has not served these guys. And so now they're looking for the inner peace.
They
have the money and they're like, how do they find the inner peace? So it's really interesting. We all end up at that place, right?
Yeah. And it's funny, when you were talking about being on your knees before, one of my first podcasts I ever did was called the State of You. And it was like my own therapy. And in the first episode, I tell my story. And I was telling all these things that had gone wrong in my life, almost exactly all at the same time. And I thought to myself, why am I doing this? And I just sat there and I listened, as I said, I sat there and I listened and I waited for the answer. And the answer that I got was that it's not about the fall. It's about getting back up again. And that was the answer I got. And I've been doing that ever since.
Exactly right. A line of transformation.
Yeah.
Getting through that other place and then living in the light, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you live in the light, you're in a special club, right?
Yeah.
Because you're protected. And things come to you and you could let go and you could surrender. So many people try to do it all on their own. Why is that? There's help. There's help.
And I guess shame plays a big part for a lot of people as well. But,
Yes.
like we know nothing grows in the dark, does it?
Exactly. You bring up a good point about shame, because with addiction, that's what it's all about. Yeah. The shame and the guilt.